FC Mobile community, how are we doing today? Welcome. It's FC Mobile Live. It is the Footyverse episode, as I'm sure you guys have seen. It's great to be here on stream with you guys. Tack, unfortunately, not here today, so it's a solo Antoine stream. But don't worry, we got a lot of cool stuff to show you guys in today's show. How is everybody doing? It's great to see chat popping off. I see you guys dropping some flags already, saying hello. Good to see you guys. 6-7, saw some people dropping there. Is that the amount of people in stream right now? No, it's good to see you guys. Last time we saw each other a few weeks ago for the Ballon d'Or stream. We had the anniversary stream as well. So overall, great stuff. First off, how has everyone found the anniversary event? Did you guys like it? Have you upgraded your lineups? I know personally I was able to get enough shards to get Ronaldinho as my new cam. I'm not playing him at left wing, played him at cam. But seeing some people in chat saying dubs, good to see, good to see. I think the big one, what I've seen in the community is like you're getting a lot of these new players, but do you have the rank ups to get them to gold rank? However, since training and rank ups are separate, you can still get your players up to like level 30 training, which is kind of what I've done. I don't have enough rank up items to get some of my guys to gold, but I have been putting them up to training level 30. So definitely hear the feedback coming in from the community. So don't worry for listening on that. Overall, though, looking at chat, it's good to see you guys, seeing some good feedback. Yeah, like anniversary, I think is fun. There's a lot of top players, a lot of exciting players in that one. Yeah, overall, I think very good, and I'm excited to show you guys Footyverse and what we have planned. So without further ado, I'm going to show off the video that we showed yesterday on social. It shows off like the Footyverse items, and I saw you guys had some guesses, but it was a little bit tricky to get it right, but we'll show it nonetheless. So you guys have probably put in your guesses on who you think it is. And also, I'm just seeing someone mentioning about my audio. Just going to see if we can fix that, because I think it's coming in a little bit odd on my end. Yeah, it looks like, okay, there we go. I think, are we better here with audio? Anyways, all right, let's move on here while we fix some of these these technical difficulties. But without further ado, wanted to show off the Footyverse player items here. So we had the cam, the Dutch cam, we had the Brazilian right winger, and then we have the Italian center back. Let's check out the player banner to see who they are. Here they are. So that was actually Cruyff, 113 at cam. And then Jairzinho was the right winger. And then we had Chiellini as the Italian center back. And then with that, also a 112 Van Persie. We had the 112 Fabregas. And then also some other heroes here with McManaman, Cordoba, and then the Lampard there, which we'll check out in the Star Pass. But yeah, some big players here with Cruyff right off the bat. We're going to check off his stats pretty soon. But we do have a couple other banners we'll just cycle through here. This event has a lot of interesting player items. I think that's the way to put it. And this is kind of almost like a shapeshifter style, where you can see there's a Ferdinand at different positions. You can see there's a Crespo with slightly different stats. We'll check that one out. And then the 111 Gattuso. So I'm seeing some people right away mentioning Cruyff at cam, 113. I know there's a 111 in captains. This one's a different position, 113. Little bit different. So we're going to check out his stats in game, see how he plays. But yeah, this is the Morphoverse here. And then we have one last as well to check out. So we'll move over to that last banner. So this is the Shapeshifter player. So you can see you have a Micro Laudrup at right back. You have the Crouch at center back. You have a Kohler at goalkeeper. And then Campos at striker. And then Howard at center mid. So some interesting players here, chat. What is our first impression? I think right away the Kohler, goalkeeper 111. And then a Crouch at center back, right? I think these are going to be funny to check out. And then, yeah, the Campos at striker. We had that last year. Yep, we see that, chat. So some interesting players, guys, I think, to fill out your lineup in different ways. Obviously, 111s, 112s, 113s. Shapeshifters, Morphoverse, and then the main players. So without further ado, let's go check out the event in-game to see the format and how it works. So I've got my build here ready to go. So welcome to Footyverse. It's all about different multiverses and universes and being able to go through different possibilities. So right off the bat, we can see the Lampard, center mid, red rank. So we showed him a 111 in the banner, but he is red ranked in the Star Pass. So you're going to come into the event right away and you're going to grab yourself a Footyverse ticket. And then we need to choose in this chapter which of these three players we want to choose as our navigator. So I'm going to ask chat, are we picking Schweinsteiger? Are we picking Hullet? Or are we picking Hazard? Drop in chat who we should pick for this example. I think I know who's going to win. I think it's pretty obvious. A lot of you already. I'm seeing all Hullets. So we're going to go here. I pick Hullet as our navigator. And then from there, it shows us different matches that we can select. So we can play this one for some tokens and then the match here. So, ooh, it is not showing. Okay. In any case, this then will take you to a different chapter. And then from there, you can come to the supply depot with your tokens. So let's say you get the tokens. So I got those. We're going to unlock some of these rewards here. And then from there, you get to claim a 111. So do I have enough of these tokens first off? Some rank ups. Ooh, I may need to just grant myself a little bit more here just to get through this one. 1 second, chat. Just gonna grab myself over these. These were the tokens. So let's just grab ourselves a ton more of these tokens. And then from here, should be able to go through and showcase that. Okay. Well, in any case, while we wait on that, I know a lot of you also want to see the shards, but in any case, the route selection, you're going to come in, get these tokens, and then from there, it's going to take you to another chapter, which we'll get through there. And then also you get a supply of these tokens that we're getting. Overall, you do also have some quests. So travel with Navigator Hullet to different verses, and you get shards, you'll get players, 109 to 113, gems, and then if you acquire these keys, you can actually get a 108 Beckham that goes into kind of this exchange evolution. And then we can see here on week 1, some of the quests as well. Oh, doesn't seem like they're showing. But again, this build is work in progress, so there's bound to be a few things that are not showing up. But this 108 Beckham, though, it's cool to see, and we should be able to get some more there. But I'm just going to come back to the supply depot chat. And there we go. Let's get this last reward. And actually, this is a good way to show off the walkout too. So, chat, if you're just stepping in, we just started the Footyverse walkthrough and did not get a Footyverse item. Got two 106s as just this base reward of 105 to 113. And then once you unlock these 5, there are more of these rewards you can come in and get with the tokens. So for the sake of the walkthrough, I want to come in and complete this route selection here. So it's 3 matches, and we'll come back to that later because I think it's going to take a bit of time to come through these and then get to like the different verses, because these are all kind of blocked out after I finish those. So we're going to take a pause there. I think a lot of you in the stream want to see the top players and the shard system and how you're going to get them and how much the shard costs are. So right off the bat, let's show week 1 gallery for Footyverse. 113 Cruyff, 113 Jarzinho, 113 Chiellini, and then 113 Davies as well at left back. Here are the shard costs, chat. First impressions, what are we thinking? Is this a dub in the chat? There's some good options here. I mean, if you went for some an anniversary, there are some options to fill it up. But I feel like right off the bat, we got to check out this Cruyff. 5'5" at cam and secondary position at striker. So the dribbling right away, he just feels smooth. Not sure if those of you with a 111 Cruyff will want to go to the 113. We'll see. I think it's going to leave up to the reviews to see how much of a difference that feels. But right off the bat, the stats here. High, low. They're a striker as a secondary position. Also, the item design. What do we think, chat, about the items design? It's kind of cool. It's like a portal that you walk through and the player comes out. And like some of these action shots really fit nicely. Then let's check out Jarzinho. Again, I like how the action shots, like the images of the players, pop out really nicely. And then he's got 143 pace and 140 dribbling. He also has right mid as secondary position with 5-star skill moves. He's got high. And we'll check out Chiellini briefly. I wonder, is he similar to like a Barzagli, where not the paciest, but good defending, good physicality? And actually, speaking of 113 Italian center backs, there was the new Ballon d'Or exchange that came out for the Cannavaro, which we'll check out. But that one is already there. And then we got to check out this Davies at left back. 146 pace, 120 defending, 135 dribbling. And also, chat, this Footyverse is a 4-week event. So every week, new players coming out, new chapter to play through. So a lot available in Footyverse. And then we gotta check out this new Fabregas as well. His last one was Ragnarok. I think he can play Cam. Yeah, he's got Cam as a secondary position. And then we have Van Persie here. I'm curious to see Van Persie. Is he going to be one of these top strikers that we've seen before? Because I feel like he comes in and a lot of guys know how to use him. Plays really well. Especially with that shot power and the finishing. Obviously, volley is high. And then we have a few others we're going to come back to. So this is week 1, chat. I'm going to pause on here. What do we think about week 1 of Footyverse? Who in this Footyverse week 1 do you think is interesting for your squad? Is it a Van Persie at 800? Is the Davies at 1250? I'll be honest, like I need a new left back in my team. So I was looking at Roberto Carlos from Ballon d'Or. I was also looking at that Theo Hernandez. But as a fan of the Canadian national team and Davies. I'm kind of looking at this 113 Davies and saying this might be the guy to go for. Because Anniversary has had a lot of top right wingers, a lot of good cams, got a lot of good strikers. But yeah, some good choices. And just right away, guys, to show. So for shard costs, the exchange is as follows: 5 for 104 to 105s, 10 for 106, 107, 108, 30 for 109, 60, 110, and then 120 for 111, 180 for 112, and then 250 for 113. So just coming back here, I feel like we should show off the walkout here. And in what better fashion than to use our shards on Cruyff. Let's check it out, chat. Wow, that was very cool. What do you guys think of the walkout there? Like the electricity around there? A little bit of blue on the item. Yeah, I noticed that. So some of the walkout stuff might be adjusted, but yeah, it looked a little bit blue on the item. So let's check out Star Pass. I think what we're going to do for the format of this one, chat, is we're going to go through Star Pass. We're going to check out just exchanges, quests, the regular stuff, just to show you guys that. Then going to show off the full team that I've set up with some of the shapeshifters. And then just going to play through those matches just so we can get through the rest of the chapter. And then also, yes, new league exchange rewards. Want to show you guys that too. So right off the bat, the Star Pass has the shards. There's rank up items in there too. And then the Lampard is at level 50 on the premium side, and then a 106 to 113. And then the other thing as well is in the daily tasks, there is the 10 shards for completing your daily reward. So make sure to do those to continue to get your shards in there. And then in terms of quests, some of the regular quests in here. Badges as well, we can check out. So for Footyverse badges, you can add different attributes for equipping the badges in different levels. And then within it, the group. So some of these groups of badges aren't ready yet. So it's only week 1. You can see Cruyff and Jairzinho. And then the third item to activate this Classic Pioneers badge comes out later. Same thing for Iron Guardians with Chiellini, or this one here, the third one with Beckham and Van Persie. And then this is the full list of player items. So just going to scroll down here. So you can get all of these and obviously get the badges for your squad. And then in exchanges, we checked out the item exchange and then the player exchange. Not sure if you guys saw, chat, but the 113 Cannavaro came out. It's the Ballon d'Or 2006 edition. So he's the last center back to win the Ballon d'Or, the last defender. So that was that magical 2006 season. Just a question, chat. What do you think of the 113 Cannavaro exchange? Are you thinking of doing it? Do you have the Ballon d'Or players to complete it? Do you think it's worth it? I want to know in chat. What do you guys think? I know there's been a few people who've mentioned some issues with using some of the Ballon d'Or players in the exchange. I think that the team is looking into that, so stay posted if there was issues on your end. I'm seeing a number of people saying it's too expensive. That's fair, especially with other 113s around. Then let's move on to the Footyverse exchanges. So these are all very much the same exchanges from previous events that you're used to. And then just in general, this is just something to mention because I know the community is talking about rank up items, rank up points. Please make sure every week to go in and do the exchange for rank up points. So you can complete these, get 100 2 times per week. It's not a lot every week, but it adds up if you continuously do it. So just make sure you're maxing these out if you really need to rank up your players. And obviously the feedback in terms of getting more rank up points is heard, and we'll definitely keep you guys posted on that one. But yeah, just make sure to do the base one as well. And I know 200 is not a lot, but it adds up over time if you just keep doing it. But agreed around sharing the feedback with rank up points. Definitely have your eye on that. So just looking at the lineup I've kind of set up for myself here. And then also the other one is Scouting Camp. Unfortunately, I don't have Tack here on the show to play Scouting Camp against, but we can still show off what the lineup looks like with the 25 training levels. And that's where you can see Howard there at center mid and Kohler at goalkeeper. So this will be an interesting squad to play if you're still playing Scouting Camp. And again, Scouting Camp is another place where you can be getting your rank up points. So you can see here the 200. It's not a ton over one round, but if you do it and you add it up with the exchanges and you're playing live events, you can start to chip away at it as well. And let's check out the offers here very briefly. So a good amount of the regular offers you're used to seeing. Also the free pack in there. And then the tokens you can use your pass points for. And yes, actually, this is a good one to highlight, is the 3K gem pack. So this one here is a 108 to 113. So if your strategy is using the 3K gems every day, you are starting at 108s. So just a heads up. I think that's a dub, chat, right? I think that kind of makes some of the items in the gallery a bit more accessible. And then are we ready, chat, to see the league exchanges? I think this one has a few good options. We have 112 Rooney at Cam for 60,000. And then we have a 110 Ricardo Carvalho for 30,000. So let's check out the Rooney here. 112. What do we think, chat, right off the bat? He's got striker, a secondary position. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's got high. Yeah, I'm seeing some L's in the chat. Do we not find Rooney items very... I haven't used a Rooney item on FC Mobile, I'll be honest. I have not. But for those who have, I feel like you can attest that he's got some pretty good stats. He plays pretty well in game. Like, I would imagine him as strong and's got decent pace. And then we can check out the 110 Ricardo Carvalho. Again, not the paciest, but if you're looking for a 110 center back, if you like him for your squad or if you're doing a theme squad, this could work out pretty well. I saw a lot of people using Barzagli in head-to-head. So I've been grinding up head-to-head. I got to my 50 stars. And I was surprised at the amount of Barzaglis that I saw there. And he plays really well. So I'm curious to see if this 112 Rooney will be the same. If we'll be seeing some Rooneys in some head-to-head teams as you rise up the ranks. And also, speaking of another thing, I've been seeing a lot of people on Reddit sharing this, and it's great to see. How many of you guys in chat have hit like 50 stars in at least one of the 3 division rivals? Or even like who has like the triple crown? That is really impressive. People who can hit triple crown 50 stars across head-to-head versus attack and manager mode. Very impressive. So if anybody has hit 50 stars in any of them, would love to know. And then also, if anybody's on Triple Crown, please drop it in the chat. That is extremely impressive. So shout out to you guys. And then also I'm seeing in chat around some of the ping or matchmaking setups in Verse Attack. Definitely team is looking into that. I know I've kind of noticed that too, and I've seen a number of community reports coming in. So if you are noticing that on the Verse Attack, keep the feedback coming. Definitely looking into it, and we'll hopefully have some more info on that. All right, so that was kind of the bulk of Footyverse. I think the next step here, because I do want to show off more of the chapter, is I'm just going to play this this quick little PvE match. But while we go through this, any questions around the Footyverse setup, or even if you have feedback around Anniversary or even Libertadores, as we're seeing right now on screen, would love to hear it from you guys in chat. Or even just like if you're at 50 stars in head-to-head or Verse Attack. I'm seeing someone saying top 100 in Verse Attack. That's impressive. So unfortunately, don't have TAC to be playing Scouting Camp, but still get to see Antoine trying out the new items. And then, yeah, we can check out some of the new players that once we get through here. So let's see. Any questions here? So yeah, I don't know if you noticed the Libertadores event is open for a little longer, just based on the real world event and the finals there. So I saw somebody asking about that. Yeah, we don't have extra time updates on here, but that's more of a surprise. So you can see what to use your extra time tokens on. League rewards, we just looked at them. It was Rooney 112, and then it was Carvalho 110. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, for head-to-head gameplay feedback, definitely keep the feedback coming on what you feel about passing, on shooting. I mean, speaking personally from experience, I feel like gameplay on the head-to-head side has come a pretty long way. Obviously, things like passing, you're going to run into sometimes mistimed passes, but overall, it feels a lot fairer than it's been, and it feels a lot. It's a lot smoother. That's my opinion. But again, a long way to go, and a lot of the feedback comes from you guys here on stream, on Discord, on Reddit. Oh, that was actually a really nice finish from Cruyff on the one time. Yes, we will have a redeem code as well. Seeing somebody asking, will there be items from the Portuguese League in this new event? That's a good question. I can show the full list of player items after this. Hopefully can get through these matches pretty quickly. Just so we can see the next rewards and kind of the next bit of the chapter. All right, going through this. So you get some tokens from it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that opened up a portal. So I am now in the H015 universe. So I'm in a different verse. And then I can play a match here with some of the requirements. And then based on that, I can unlock a reward. Then it sends me through this path. So yeah, I'm in the multiverse now, guys. And from there, you can go to different verses. So there's the Beckham verse, there's the Treasure verse, there's the Shapeshifter verse. So just going to play this one quickly because it's 65 minutes. And I think from there we can see where we want to go. So that's the thing. It's a lot of different verses and chapters that you go through in this event. It's a little bit tough to show the whole thing on stream just because how you approach it's going to be different based on who you pick, which verse you get to go through. But there's some fun rewards there, like we saw with the shapeshifters ones, or even that Beckham one has some different action shots or setups there. So just gonna make my way through this one. Oh, got dispossessed. Got dispossessed by center back who's had quite the weekend. If you know, you know. I mean, he was front and center all Sunday and Saturday. So the event is 4 weeks. Yeah, it's a 4-week event, 4 weeks of gallery items that you can use for shards. The week 1 here has some good items. Week 2, obviously, no spoilers. Also, I need to focus on winning this. This is actually a little tougher than I thought. That would be quite embarrassing, chat, to be losing a PvE match on stream. Who would ever do that, right? Nobody would ever lose a PvE match. Okay, let's finish this up here. Chat, it's not looking good. I'm used to playing TAC here. I'm not used to playing harder difficulty matches here. I'll be honest. Most of what I play on FC Mobile is head-to-head, and it's been a long time since I played a hard PvE match on stream is one thing. Like even just on my regular account, I'm not playing PvE all that much. But it just okay, there we go. I got 15 dribbles. Give me a break here. Okay, we got it. Finesse. There we go. Okay, chat. We're back on track. This would be quite the thing to lose a PvE match on stream. But we're I did not say that the AI is tougher than TAC. I say it plays differently. TAC, if you're watching, please don't take this one personally. The AI plays very differently. I locked in. 1-0. All right. Also, chat, we're gonna go back and check out some of the gallery items here. I didn't score 2 goals with Chelsea players. Yeah, because I only scored 1 with Pride. But interesting requirement here because we picked the Hullet chapter, the multiverse. So, all right. So, chat, let's unlock this designation unknown. What does this get us? Oh, that was actually the requirement. So I needed Chelsea players in this one to complete the requirement. So I've clearly failed that one. But let's see if we have Chelsea players just to do it, chat. Where are our Chelsea players? Let's just check out the reserves here. Let's see. Any other questions here in chat? So in terms of Chelsea players, I'm going to add in Garnacho. And then gonna add in what? Yeah, I'll just put Gittins here, center mid. Oh, and actually, someone just mentioned on chat, very good note, is let's check out the Division Rivals rewards as well. So, new Division Rivals rewards. So we'll check out here. We'll get through Pro, World Class. So new background there, 107, 105 to 113 for Legendary. And then for those of you in FC Champ, we have the logo, we have 10k gems, we have another background, some rank up points, a new kit, 10k gems, and we have the Master Footyverse logo. So that 105 to 113, we'll check that one up just back here. That one's in, actually, yeah, you get the 106 to 113, a 108 to 113. That 106 there to 113 is tradable. And then, yeah, you get the 107 to 113 tradable, 107 to 109 untradable. So if you are making your way up the Division Rivals ranks in head-to-head versus attack and manager mode, some decent rewards there if you're using them for shards, or hey, if you get one of the tradable players and you can make some some coin off of that, by all means. And also, actually, Football Center, nothing really new in there because we just had POTM, and then Team of the Week comes in weekly. So if you guys are still going for Team of the Week players, you can check those out when they come out. But the other one was, yeah, I just wanted to try that match again here because we are in a new verse. Let's give this one more try, chat. In the meantime, we'll answer some questions. So Footyverse goes live Thursday UTC, the regular reset time. We do have a redeem code. We'll probably give it maybe 4 more minutes and we'll drop the redeem code in chat. Okay, so I have to score 2 goals with Chelsea players. So this is actually going to be tricky. I might just need to put it out to Garnacho every time so he can score against his old club. And let's see. Okay. Oh, all right. Finesse. There it is. Okay, chat. So we got one. We got one in. Yeah, 1 for 2. Got a complete 15 dribbles as well. So these are the kind of matches you can expect once you get into the verses. There you go, out to Garnacho here. Okay, you definitely feel the pace. Decent burst here. I think we're just going to have to go finesse, guys. And there it is. Okay. We are good. We're cooking. We got our 2 Chelsea goals. And we just got to get some more dribbles here, and we should be good. Okay, got one there. And let's check our requirements. Okay, we're at 16 or 7. Does that one count? No. Okay, let's do some more dribbles here. Let's see. How many did we get here, chat? Okay, we're at 9. We're at 10. 11. This is going to be the strat, guys, if you want to hit the 15. It's not glamorous. There we go. 14. And then, oh, well, okay, don't tell me. No, did I just... No, guys, we got stuck on 14. No. Yikes. Oh, my goodness, no. Jeez, we had it. I had a 14 out of 15. I bottled it. Oh, no. This is rough. We had the ball. We had it. Oh, my goodness. Does this mean I don't unlock it? Okay, chat, I don't unlock it. Oh my, I thought I had it all done. Well, in any case, this is going to remain a surprise because clearly I cannot complete these and I am showing off my PvE lack of skills. So we're going to go back to, I know, yeah, I agree. This is a big L. Not a great look. We're bottling it. However, we can go through and check out some more of the player item stats. And at the same time, let's drop in the redeem code, which will get you an anniversary pack as well as some rank up points, I believe. So the code for today's show is parallel pitches. So you can redeem that one for some rewards. And then in the meantime, was going to check out some of these 112s. McManaman at right mid, who's got right wing as well. Cordoba at 112. So yeah, you can see parallel pitches there is the code, chat. Then we have Bastoni here at 111. We have Sobozai here at 111. Actually, curious to see what his secondary position is here. Interesting. So Dominic Sobozai has right back and cam, as well as being a base center mid. And then we have Chris Wood here, 111 striker. Oh, we're back to Shozai here. We have Garnacho 111. Felt very fast in the PvE match, I have to say. And then we have some 110s here. And De Ketelare, Kusanov, Unai Simon, and Garcia, Kike Garcia. So these are the week 1 here. And then, like we saw earlier, there's the supply depot as well, where you can get some more rewards, some rank up points, some coins, and then at the end, if you claim all the rewards, you get a 111. So chat, that was basically the look at Footyverse. It's a bit of a trickier program, not gonna lie, to show off on a stream, just because of the different verses, trying to complete these matches where clearly yours truly is definitely struggling against PvE opponents. But the requirements there were tricky. Getting 15 dribbles, I almost had it, but getting the 2 goals there with a Chelsea player. But those will all depend on who you pick as your featured player there. And then, yeah, redemption code, parallel pitches, make sure to grab that. And then, again, if you have anniversary, we have a little bit of an issue with the stream here, so we'll come out of the game feed here. But chat, event starts Thursday, UTC, and make sure to use your anniversary shards. That would be the main advice here before the event ends. And make sure you start to plan out who you want to get from Footyverse. So it's going to be an interesting one. Overall, bit of a short and sweet stream here, guys. It was showing off some of the players for week 1 here. Hope to see you guys again in the following weeks for some more updates. And also, I hope to see you guys in maybe some head-to-head matches or even just in the general community. It's been a great time hanging out with you guys. Enjoy the Champions League matches that are coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Hope that those are exciting. You guys get to watch them. And then, yeah, we'll catch you guys again soon. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Take care. Bye-bye.